All right, it starts. Hello, Morrican, Red Funk, Jack, G-Man Knob, welcome. All right. So what we are listening to, and let me put that back in actually, because it's totally relevant. Okay, so this is actually a feed from my Mega Drive. I'm gonna leave this minimized. This is an album, Freeze Dream released in 2010, which is an actual cartridge. Jack, thanks for the resub. 7 months. What's up? Okay, I gotta actually hurry up. I got like only 20 minutes to get through all of this lore researched. Yoda, what's up? Hello. So this you could actually buy and play in your Mega Drive. Last February he released the actual ROM on his Twitter, so I just downloaded that and slapped it in my EverDrive to play today, and just to keep it there. It's very nice. All right, but more on that later. Now I'm just gonna just minimize it, keep it somewhere. All right, just slam it there. All right, so I can't wait. I'm literally pissing my pants today about this because I know it's there's a new Mega Drive game coming out in fucking 20 minutes. Somebody hold all of this jizz. And Sato Kuro, welcome and thank you very much for the host. Okay, so let me get my stuff straight here. I will be giving away two Steam keys to the game, but because I don't know how to do those pro streamer things, I'll just do that as soon as I beat the game. I'll give one only to subs, I guess, and the other one will be available for everybody to grab. Let's see who wins that. Oof. Alright, so where do we begin? I got a box art for you here. Damn, look at that. I gotta have those awards on the screen at all times. So Tanglewood is a new game for the Sega Mega Drive. It's releasing today on August the 14th, 2018. It is entirely written in 68,000 assembly, which is the original language for the Mega Drive. And it is developed by Big Evil Corporation Ltd. Alright, so let's see a little bit about the people behind this, or well, at least our main man, Matt Phillips here, on a really good picture. Talent to draw. Oh, you like the box art? Yeah, a guy called Louis from the Sega 16 community actually worked on that, was hired. He also did a Paprium cover art. Alright, let's keep those awards on screen all the time. Not even gonna mention them, just gonna be there. So Matt Phillips is the man behind this project, very successfully crowdfunding the project online and maintaining an impeccable campaign overall. We can see some of his past stuff directly on the Kickstarter page, which is extremely well presented and offers us much of the info we want to look at. But we won't go into too much detail for now. Damn, this song is called Iridescence. It's very good. I dig it. I can't wait to play this game and listen to the music. Honestly, it's always my favorite part to pay attention to in video games, especially the Mega Drive ones. It's the music. Yeah. So let's not go into too much detail. A, there's not a lot of time. B, the info is very easily available on the internet because Tanglewood actually got quite some buzz, and as you can see, it gained itself many awards. We instead will try to provide a good enough picture while the game actually releases in 19 minutes. I backed the game on Mega Founder, just crowdfunding like Kickstarter. I should get a ROM, I hope, by 3 p.m. Also, shout outs to the guy's tattoos, really cool Sonic tattoos. So about how he came to program for the Mega Drive. Now in his blog, which is here, in 2012, he writes the following. Learning 68,000 I doubled with the Atari ST, the home computer for the Atari. Really cool games on there, but not as big as the Amiga for sure. for a short while, which has the luxury of an IDE and a debugger in the machine itself, and plenty of decent tutorials. Well, I couldn't wait to make a start on the Mega Drive. Of all the assembly languages I've looked at though, 68000 seems very slick. I'm glad I didn't put this off any longer, because it's been in my mind for many years. Mrs. Lamb, how are you? Thank you very much for the host, good to see you. Are you hoping to make a full game answering to the guy above? It would be awesome to see some more Mega Drive games. The last one was Beggar Prince, I think. So yeah, Beggar Prince is a very cool game. I've tried it, so I guess this was just before Pierce Solar actually came out, or around that time anyways. Now in this blog you can easily see the passion from 6 years ago materializing in what I'm sure will be a beautiful game. More than that, he has been documenting steps and steps of his journey in learning 68000 assembly, a language very close to that of a machine. So it's nothing like the convenient, more modern programming languages. It's inspiring, really. It's a really good thing. I should just wear the whole way through this. Chilling. Good to see you. Alright, back to the crowdfunding page though. Let's see what we're going to play. Now, the game is described as a love letter to a wide variety of 2D platforming and adventure stages of the 90s, adventure games, mixing fast-paced action with puzzles, tricks and traps, inspired by titles like The Lion King, which of course, in my opinion, has the best version on the Mega Drive, but it came out on a vast variety of platforms, DOS, Super Nintendo, and Mega Drive most notably. Another World, which is originally a Delphin Software Amiga game. We talked about this game a lot when I recently played through Flashback, but of course it also came back on the Mega Drive. And yeah, Flashback, of course. Again, an Amiga box, but the artwork is pretty much the same, unless you play the American version, in which case you get the comic book and the manual. But we've seen that. We've seen all of that already. Also inspired by Sonic the Hedgehog, of course. Mixed with more modern gameplay elements from newer titles such as Limbo, who Matt mentions is one of his favorite games, and Ori and the Blind Forest, and holy shit, look at that artwork. It also takes inspiration from PlayStation platforming classics like Abe's Odyssey and Heart of Darkness. Now, I wouldn't necessarily call it an inspiration or an influence, I haven't even played Tanglewood yet, but an akin game to Tanglewood on the Mega Drive would also surely be Pocahontas, whatever you pronounce that, which is a very overlooked game and very late release. I think it's at least 95, and it's another very good Another World style game with a lot of puzzle elements. Hey Angel, what's up? Alright, so Tanglewood was developed using a cross-product SNASM 2 68000 development system, which is a command line assembler for the Motorola 68000, which is the Mega Drive processor, but it's also a very known and widespread and influent processor. So this is not like the fully original Mega Drive development kit, but it's pretty much the real. It is the real deal. Don't get me wrong. And I looked into it. I looked into the backstory of this thing a little bit because it's so interesting. And in the thousands of interviews of Matt Phillips there are on YouTube, they always ask him to show the thing, show the goddamn thing. Yeah, the game is coded in assembly language. It's done with the original tools, and it's so cool. Like it's the best thing ever. Mike Block, hello there. So this thing was actually created by another British programmer, because our man here is British. This guy would be Ian Oliver, or is it Ian? My bad, I'm not English speaker. Ian Oliver of Real Time Game Software. There you go. It's the guy on the left, the good-looking one. While he was working on M1 Abrams Battle Tank, which we know is a 3D Mega Drive game, but it's originally a DOS game, right? So I read he had a lot of troubles porting the game from DOS to Mega Drive because it was written in like C or C+, I don't know, C++. So it was a mess, of course. He later got mass-produced, the dev kit, of course, by Cross Products, a Leeds-based British company, of course, founded by Ian Oliver, that we've seen, and Andy Craven. as a sort of collaborative venture between two of what were at the time the major UK computer game companies. I got some logos here: Real-Time Game Software and Vector Graphics. Of course, Andy Craven from Vector Graphics and Ian Oliver from Real-Time Game Software. Well, I messed that up, but it doesn't really matter at all. Now, Andy Craven apparently was a former musician and managed Powermonger, among other games. That might probably ring a bell to you all. Yeah, that mallet is just epic. No, it is not too late, Mrs. Lamb. It is not too late. The game releases in 13 minutes on Steam. If you want to check the Steam page, maybe somebody can get you some links in chat. Otherwise, you can just Google Kickstarter Tanglewood. I think you can still pre-order a copy if you want a physical thing. And it's gonna be worth it. Trust me, this is a good game. I don't even need to play it. Yeah, check it out. Also, I'll give away 2 Steam keys at the end of the stream whenever I beat it. But enough of the development kit backstory for now. I'd like to look into that more though. That's super interesting to look at. Back to our man of interest, which of course is Matt Phillips. Now, audio systems and visual effects system is what he actually worked at for 5 years under Traveler's Tales, to the best of my knowledge, which is the first company he mentions when he's interviewed about Tanglewood. Nowadays, Traveler's Tales are known for their huge series of Lego games, which we know Matt has worked a lot on. But let us never forget the games they developed for the Mega Drive itself when they started out Traveler's Tales. We've seen some of those in here already. Now, those would actually be, of course, starting with Legend of Galahad 1992, which is actually a port of the Amiga game Leander, a well-known game. Meantime, the album ended playback. Let me restart it promptly. Alright, nice, very nice. It's a good day. In 1993, another game that we've cleared here, together with Galahad, is Bram Stoker's Dracula. Not the best game, but one of the coolest games for sure. And holy shit, that Matt Furniss music in this game. And actually in Legend of Galahad too. Actually, I think he did the music to most of these games. Yeah, no kidding, because afterwards in 1993 they made Pugsy. Then in 1994 would follow Mickey Mania. Now, we didn't play Pugsy yet, but we did play Mickey Mania and beat it. Of course, the Mega Drive version. Yeah, there's that YouTube channel, Game Hut. Yeah, a popular retro YouTube channel from a former Traveler's Tales developer, showing you how he did all of these tricks, like the 3D moose chase in Mickey Mania, the 3D rotating tower, all the Toy Story 3D wizardries, Sonic 3D's CGI intro on the Mega Drive. Crazy stuff he explains on a YouTube channel. I had to check out Mega Founder. Check out Mega Founder. That's where I got it. I don't know why. Maybe I was late to the party as well. But yeah, we got Toy Story 1996 and Sonic 3D Flicky's Island in 1996. Now, interestingly, we've already beaten half of those in our Megamarathon. Now, Traveler's Tales actually started developing games with Psygnosis. And their first game was indeed Leander on the Amiga. Now, with them, they also developed Bram Stoker's Dracula, which we've seen. And I'm not going to go too much into detail, but there's a lot to say about this company, of course. But we're going to have the chance, as we've seen. Oh, God, 9 minutes. I gotta hurry up. Yeah, Wipeout. I mean, so much to say about that, right? Fellow Brit Mike Bloke. Well, fellow not to me, but still. Oh, you don't like those games, Lordson, baby? Hey, you might not like them, but you gotta recognize how big of an accomplishment they are for a 16-bit title. They're just stupidly good and impressive. I also think they're good games. At least Mickey Mania is a very good game. It's not the easiest, but... Alright, so of course Matt Phillips did not tackle this project alone, even though it's basically his child. Now the Kickstarter page very honestly reads, To continue and make a full-length game, I cannot do it alone. I need to hire pixel artists and animators, tool and utility programmers, sound designers and composers, and engage publishing experts to help me realize my dream and bring Tanglewood to the masses. I also need more equipment and a more appropriate workspace. The project will see a physical cartridge release, which has considerable overheads compared to a digital download. I've done my homework. I can already tell you guys he did all of that and more. So very, very, very well maintained Kickstarter campaign there, which is crowdfunding in general. I don't know who exactly he hired as a whole, but a few figures of importance we do know from the crowdfunding campaign, and we're gonna have a look at them. Because as with every good game, you get a piece of video gaming history by looking at its core team. And Simon Butler is no different. Now, maybe if you're British and you're really into games and you're not very young, you actually know this guy, because he's a designer and artist, mostly an artist, straight from the mid-80s for Denton Designs and Ocean, and we'll see what else. With stuff like Gift from the Gods and Cosmic War Toad, to cite one of his 300 games he worked on. I'm not throwing numbers out there, it's literally more than 300 games. Just to start off, on computers like the Commodore 64, the ZX Spectrum, or the Amstrad CPC. Now, Butler was hired as an artist for the enemies, is what we discern from the Tanglewood campaign here. His first game was actually Pedro, or Pedro's Garden, on the Commodore 64. But he has worked on more, as we say, than 300 video games, with many teams. You can actually see this is from a really good interview I have linked in the paste bin. Like if you type !lore, I'm basically reading from that. He's worked with a lot of teams, guys. Like let me bring those up. I'm gonna fill this picture. It's a very high resolution picture with logos of companies he's worked with, and that will not be even half of them. So he's worked with Denton Designs, Ocean, Team 17, Probe, I guess most notably Ocean, of course, Atari, Magnetic Fields, and Vicarious Visions. I did it. I did that thing. High production values. Toy Story is more of a puzzle game, isn't it? I did not play that yet on the stream. Now, the game he says being the most proud about is actually Addams Family on the Super Nintendo. Let me bring out all of those on the ground. He had nothing to do with the design here, but he thinks it holds up well even today. Even though he worked with the Commodore 64 the most, he mentions the Spectrum as what's probably his favorite system to work with, due to the fact that pixels would be square. Now, this is mostly computer gaming we're talking about, so that's very interesting. And I was too excited, I actually forgot to take things off. That was actually my visual shock segment, so to speak. Let's move on to the sound shock, guys. We're already been having a sneak peek at the audio throughout the whole time here. Alright. So where are we at? Now, the hired composer for Tanglewood. The hired composer for Tanglewood is Nathan Stanley, known as Freeze Dream. There he goes. He is very handy with a YM2612, which is the main sound hardware in the Mega Drive. It's the Yamaha FM synth sound chip, which was widely used in arcade cabinets and Japanese computers alike. I cannot stop emphasizing this enough on stream, how beautiful it is to have a home console such as the Mega Drive that has that as the main thing. It's unique for the Mega Drive. It's unique to the Mega Drive, but at the same time, it's a very powerful and extremely widespread line of audio chips. The only other home consoles that had one, to best of my knowledge, are the Saturn and the FM Town Smarty, but the Saturn barely uses it, and the FM Town Smarty, I think he uses MIDI as well, but it's not as mainstream as the Mega Drive now, is it? So really good hardware, really near impossible to master. So Nathan Stanley, as you can hear, is obviously capable of scoring immersive music, which is not necessarily catchy, and complements a game with a moody ambience rather than blasting jamming tunes. Does get fucking Japanese shmup, which is awesome, but obviously not what we need for Tanglewood, right? It's obvious how Freeze Dream was carefully handpicked for this job. Now, interestingly, in 2010, he released what we are listening to right now. He released an album in Mega Drive cartridge format, right? So it's not what's going on here, but you buy the album, you plug it in the cartridge, you plug the cartridge on the Mega Drive, and you get this. Hold on, where did I put that? Here you go. This is literally my Mega Drive streaming his album right now. He published the ROM on Twitter, so I just downloaded it and slapped it on my cartridge, of course. This is the interface. You just go up and down and select the music. There's some credit infos as well. Very good stuff. So yeah, he released it on his Twitter. Here is the link if you actually want to grab it. I believe it was in February. Anyhow, he also seems to be working on a tool for live music performances which will produce Mega Drive sound. Now, there is a lot of information, a shitload of information you can find about this game online, really. About just Tanglewood and its development cycle. Interviews of Matt Phillips are particularly abundant. You can tell not only that he's a very nice guy, but also that the PR team he hired probably did a really good job. However, I gathered some links for you if you'd like to scrape the surface, and you can find them in the paste bin as usual. Now it seems I'm just in time. It's 14:59. It's happening. Tanglewood has been released. Alright, I'm checking the Discord for the Big Evil Corporation. Get some emotes in there. Alright, it's time to check my mail. See if I got a ROM, right? Then we'll put it in our phone. And then from our phone, straight to the EverDrive. Right? Alright. Panic. No mail. Yeah, that's expected though. Spam folder? No. Yep, it's 2 p.m. in England. Here in Rome, Italy, it's actually 3 p.m. The Hammerite, what's up? Where's my ROM? Alright. You can wait around or ask Matt directly. He's very available about it, I think. We got 2 Steam keys because the game is available on Steam. If you want to go buy it right now, you can do it. Oh, yeah, look at that. Big Evil Corporation in chat. These are sending 18% done. Alright, nice. I did my part, but the timing was perfect. Let's just wait around. I'm so excited. It's both a 32X and an EverDrive. I'm sure it's possible to buy the ROM, Mike Bloke. The Steam version, if you want to buy the Steam version, it comes with a ROM. Oh, don't worry about that, Matt. Here is basically what we do is we have tech issues and we wait around. No worries. I mean, I'm looking at the. Let's have a better look here. Okay, I just wanna check these out some more in detail and show you guys. So maybe you just tuned in, maybe you don't know what this is on screen, but this is an album called Today by Freeze Dream, which is the composer for Tanglewood. Now this was released in 2010. I'm using my Mega Drive controller to move stuff around. And I hit back, go to the menu, hit info. Nathan Stanley, also known as Freeze Dream. Code Alex Tchaikovsky and player code Shiru and Alone Coder. So this was released in 2010, but he made the ROM public himself, so I just grabbed it. It's very good. Really happy about it. Just the audio. I'm just yeah. Now the whole campaign and project for Tanglewood is beautifully managed. You could download demos. You can download different versions of the demo throughout the whole thing, especially later on, of course. But I did my best to just hold off on that. You know, I hate spoilers. I already know way too much about the game than I would like to, but it's inevitable, isn't it? But I like what I saw. I did not try the ROM, but you could. Actually, what you can do to support this beautiful effort, you could go to Steam, you could download the demo, and then pick it up from there. See, well, did I like the game? Do I want to buy it? Or just, you know, check it out. Download the demo, it's free. Or stay tuned in. I'm gonna play through the whole game today, and as soon as I beat it, I'm gonna give away the 2 keys I have to you guys. Now, the worst that could happen right now is the power going out. If you see the string suddenly going offline, I'm probably gonna have to pray for me or stuff. But we're good. Just very much looking forward to get my hands on this. And of course, I backed the game, and I'm gonna have my own physical version, which probably means as soon as that arrives, I'm gonna stream the game again. But hey, Ingvars, yes, it is. It's time. It's that time of the year. It's that time of the year, 2018, when a new Mega Drive game gets released, and you get to play it and have friends watching in chat. It's gonna be real good. Hey Jiggy, what's up? Alrighty. I guess it would be a good idea to straighten up my setup. Yeah, you didn't, Jiggy. We're just done with the lore right now. The game released 5 minutes ago officially. Right now the system for the key management, the ROM send out, whatever, is processing the information. So we're gonna get a file to put in our cartridge anytime now. Issue time indeed. So now I'm in front of my computer. I guess it would be a good idea to move stuff around while we wait. Let me put up a disclaimer. Alright. Waiting for the key to get sent over. Game released just now. Alright. Oh, okay, sure. Wait, let me cancel that. Save. Alright, how do you do this? /whisper? Wait, I'll do it on Discord, because Twitch whispers are horrible and I disable them. Alright, I send it over Discord. Hey Carl, what's up? If it's a key, I guess I gotta open up Steam and then activate it on Steam and then download the ROM through there. Okay, we got it. got it. Alright, I'm activating my Steam product right now, guys. Tanglewood. Yes. 154 megabytes. But the game was actually developed on a 32 megabits cartridge, which is the best the Mega Drive can do, and it translates to a 4 megabyte game. 4 megabyte game, approximately. I'm no expert, but I think that's it. Alright, Tanglewood is installing in my system. Then we're gonna find out how to grab the ROM from that. We're gonna put it in our phone, from the phone straight to the EverDrive. Carl, this is a mixture of Lion King and Another World. I'm sure you're gonna love this. You're just gonna love this. There's no way you cannot like this game, Carl. Yeah. I know, right? It's like, yeah, very good, very good. I'm happy about the game type. For a first game, it makes me very excited to just have expectations on the next game from him. Right. Ooh, okay. I can just check there. Okay, I just finished installing. Thanks for the directory. Let's take a look here. Wow, it's there. It's there. It's there. There's the demo too. Okay, so I need to shut down my Mega Drive because I need to pull out the micro SD card from the EverDrive. Here we go. I have to speed run this. I just can't wait. Holy fuck. I've never been so excited about a new game before. I mean, I'm excited about Monster Ball coming out, but that shit ain't gonna be on the Mega Drive, dude. Damn. Okay. Okay. Phone plugged in. Okay, can I access my phone data? Yes, I can. I'm putting it straight under I know, Europe folder. Europe folder will do. Tanglewood md10.bin. Did it copy? Did not. Copy. And paste. Oh, it did. Okay, okay, let's do it. Quick, gotta play the game. Alright, this is the most useful my phone has ever been in my life. Alright, you ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. But while I fix my chair positioning and all of that shit, because I need to change position pretty much, I'll actually start it. I'm gonna miss out on the intro a little bit, but we'll replay it for sure. There it is. Tanglewood, 4 megs. Okay. Oh, there we go. Takes a while to load such a big game. Yeah, it's just very good presentation. Oh, the game manual, yes, thank you. Sorry, I wasn't reading chat because I was moving my monitor around. I have a Japanese Model 1. I have a Japanese Model 1 right now, clean, not modded, no trademark screen, looking good. Okay, there is actually the game manual if we like, and you know I like. Okay. Oh, dude, the game is playing on my PC as well now. Okay, let's see if we can view game manual. Okay, there we go. The window size. Yes. It started on Windows mode and it's like cut on Steam, that is. I'm trying to yeah, okay, sorry, that was super loud. I muted it. Didn't realize audio was playing there as well. Fucked up. I cannot seem to be able to put it on full screen, the Steam game, that is. Issues with EverDrive on Tanglewood and Japanese Model 1? Okay. Can always switch on the European one, or if all goes very badly, just play it on Steam, honestly. What's that? Yeah, maybe dash full screen will work. No, still windowed. What's the code line can enter on Steam to play the game on full screen? I'm getting a non-resizable window here on the Steam game, and Alt-Enter will not do anything. And even if I press ask to, okay, maybe just click on video, will that work? It's giving me a default resolution of 480 by 640. I cannot change ever. Okay, I fixed it. I had to wait. Did I? Yeah. I had to untick full screen. Oh man. I can't seem to fix this. I'm sure this is my bad. Right, you know what? Ooh, I made it bigger somehow, I think. We're just trying to read the manual on the Steam version, but oh, okay, hold on. Scan lines. No. I think we got got it. Maybe it's my multi-monitor setup, which is fucking up a bit. Okay, sorry for the cringe thing. We got something. We got something we can show as far as the game manual goes. Yeah, okay, it's a mess. my Steam game here is a little bit messy, but the manual looks fine. So we can show that. All right. The cool thing will just be to show the actual thing when it arrives at my home. But for now, this will do. Right. So here we go. You cannot see me, I'm invisible, but I will start playing the game in 2 minutes after reading through this, and we're gonna have good times. Yeah, I'm gonna be glad to help about that. I have no idea what's going on, but it was wonky. Alright, game manual. I hope I'm the only one. Just hope I'm the only one. Alright, epilepsy warning. This is a pretty bad resolution, but we can make out stuff. So, European format manual, of course, as it should be. And legal notice, starting up. Good quality screenshots. This is cheating. Screenshots supposed to look like shit. Controls. Oh, look at that. Tanglewood makes use of the Mega Drive sound chips SSG EG feature, which enhance the sound of some instruments. There are known compatibility issues with some clone consoles regarding this feature. Yeah, caught up with some of the... Like, it was a challenge to try to get Tanglewood to work on all those clones, like the 80 games one. Stuff like that. If you experience poor audio quality, hissing, and corrupted audio, then try turning this feature off before playing. You can use the sound test option from the main menu to test the audio before playing. Alright, continuing a game. Welcome to Tanglewood. Tanglewood is a beautiful place during the day, home to thick green forests, vast landscapes, refreshing water pools, and a whole variety of interesting wildlife. But at night, everything changes. Help Nim, a youngling who is lost from home, avoid the night terrors of Tanglewood and make it through the morning. Tanglewood is a dangerous place to be after dark, and Nim will taste great to the beasts that lurk in the darkness. The smaller forest dwellers will lend Nim their abilities in return for helping them. Nim can fly, stop time, and even take control of his enemies with the right abilities. Use tricks, traps, and the powers of the forest to help Nim shake off his predators and survive another night. God, this is epic. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's 9, isn't it? Controlling Nim. Okay, 3 buttons. Interact, use color ability, and jump. Jump on C, so good game. I have to switch A and B, I don't know. We're playing on an arcade stick. The Japanese 6-button arcade stick. Pushing and pulling objects. Nim is strong for his size, so he's a male, okay. And can push or roll big objects, blah blah blah. I mean, it's all good info. I'm like blah 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 because I like to figure out a little bit of stuff on my own. Alright, nighttime. Tanglewood is a calm and tranquil place by day, but as the many suns begin to set, Nim needs to tread carefully. Some nighttime creatures appear safe at first, but will turn on you, whilst others can smell you from across the forest and will hunt you down. We've prepared an introduction to some of the common types of enemy you'll encounter on your journey, but there are more to discover for yourself. I backed the game, Lex. I will have a real card when it comes here, but the game just released 20 minutes ago. Yep. And you can buy it on Steam if you don't want to get a physical Mega Drive version. Cyrus, a fast and curious critter that will turn on you if cornered. The Cyrus appears harmless at first sight, but be careful not to back it into a corner, else it will turn on you and give chase. If it hisses, it's too late. Alright. I thought that was gonna be like an alternate form to my character. I guess you can turn blue with the color power. Hog. It's not very clever, but it's certainly very sharp. The hog is a very fast, very unforgiving creature that will charge at you in order to impale you with his horns. Oh my god. I like the brutality of this game already. It's fucking great. Because I know we're gonna die a lot. It's gonna be great. With some quick thinking, it's possible to trick the hog into getting stuck in a wall to buy you some time. Jack. Jacks are some of the larger, more difficult to evade monsters of Tanglewood. These animals were used as hunting pets in the days of old, but their masters are long gone, leaving these hungry beasts to fend for themselves. Jacks can track you by smell, but may lose you if you're sneaky enough to lose its line of sight for a while. You won't be able to evade a jack for long, so find a way to kill it. Elder. These near 1,000-year-old jacks remain in their cage when their masters disappeared and have been slowly starving to death. If you release one from its cage, expect it to be hungrier, faster, and more desperate to get hold of your tasty flesh than its younger siblings. Its sense of smell is more refined, so don't expect to lose it. Color abilities. Oh, the fuzzle, so that's what the fuzzle is, okay. Nim is not alone in his quest. Some of the smaller creatures of the forest also need help getting home, and will award Nim handsomely for his efforts. Introducing the fuzzle, a tiny ball of fluff that's lost from its nest. Fuzzles are a bit of a mystery. Nobody knows where they came from, what they eat, or what they're thinking. They spend most of their time asleep or getting startled by their own shadows. Fuzzles harness powerful abilities, which they can share with Nim if he helps them back to their nests. Roll a fuzzle home, then use the A button to take its ability. So the interact with object button. If your ability runs out, you can return to the fuzzle and press A to take it again. I like how it's obvious that we could just not even read this manual and everything would be pretty much obvious and easy to figure out without even reading this, which makes for a good game. I always say like how Green Hill Zone Stage 1 is the perfect tutorial stage. Doesn't tell you shit, but you understand everything in 10 seconds. Yellow ability, gliding. A yellow fuzzle grant Nim the ability to glide, jump up then hold B to glide over large gaps, or to catch the wind and fly upwards. Nice. Green ability, time control. A green fuzzle will enable Nim to slow down time, giving him the hedge over his fast predators, or slow down to think in a tricky situation. Hold down B to slow time and release again to return to normal speed. Oh shit, slow down mode in a Mega Drive game? That's something I haven't experienced before. I can't think of another game that does that actually. Like intentionally slowdowns. Not like shmup Super Nintendo slowdowns. Blue ability, beast taming. Holy shit, a blue fuzzle will help Nin control the mind of a beast. If Nin holds the blue ability, monsters will stop giving chase, allowing Nin to saddle up and ride it. Oh, look at that, you can fucking ride it, the jack. Walk up to the monster, don't be scared, and tap the B button to mount it. Use the directional buttons to move, the C button to jump, or the B button to dismount. Be careful, when the ability runs out, the beast will regain consciousness and you won't be very happy. Imagine the spoop, if you don't have a timer for it, you have to figure out when it's gonna run out and then it's too late. Fireflies. The forest is littered with secret areas and hidden dwellings, home to the fireflies trying to stay out of trouble. Collect fireflies on your adventure and keep them safe. Okay, collectibles. Oh, I read it. There's a lot of secret stuff yeah, this is gonna be great. You can view the number of fireflies collected in the current act and the total number collected on the game by pressing the start button. Flues? Flues and mushrooms. Flues. I don't know that word. But then again, fuzzle is new too. Getting high up into the trees is something harder than it looks, even for a nimble creature like Nim. Keep a lookout for flues, holes in the ground that will fling you up high, and mushrooms. They're bouncy. Okay, platforming elements. Contraptions. Tanglewood was once inhabited by an advanced species who built houses and tools up in the trees. They set up traps to catch jacks in order to keep them as hunting pets, and although they are now extinct, some of their traps and contraptions remain. So that's why the ancient jacks that lived 1,000 years are in a cage. Okay. If they still work, you can use them to reach new areas, trap a jack, or to avoid trouble. Cool. Cool. Some equipment requires a fuzzle in order to power it, and some also requires a button to be pressed. Find a red fuzzle and push it into the generator to start up a lift or raise a drawbridge. It's looking like this game is is might be like close to perfection if it does the really cool thing of adding strategy to your gameplay other than puzzle, which I mean it's probably gonna do. Like you're gonna have the choice of, well, do I want the green or the yellow or the blue power up here, and what do I want to do, how do I want to play this out, stuff like that, other than just, you know, solve the puzzles and move to the right. Checkpoints. If you pass a checkpoint, totem will activate and your belly will begin to glow the same color as Nim. If you die, Nim will return to the last activated totem. I hope and think and hope you game over and go back to the start though. Right? Old school. Some totems will not activate without a power source from a nearby generator. Warranty. Nodes. Galaxy Sega, heart of the Sega universe. Okay. There we go. 2018, Big Evil Corporation. Alright, I can't fucking wait. Let's do this.